Hello, welcome in this video tutorial to create a first Facebook Messenger bot with Ampalibe framework. So at the end of the tutorial, you should be able to create a simple automated greeting bot. So let's see an example of this bot. So here is my bot. You have just to send a message to begin with. So hello bot. Will answer us hello iTeams. After that we can ask how are you. Finding you. Okay, so what else can you do? Just correct me please, it's okay, because I just configured the bot to just answer on hello or how are you, and also bye. So okay, it's just say sayonara my friends. So that's a simple preview of what we're going to make today. So now let's proceed on the steps that will follow to create our bot. So firstly, we will install requirements Ampalibe framework. We should install it first with Python. After that, Lgrc to deploy it in the internet to be visible by the Facebook API. After that, we should configure file and code structure. And before the end, we should configure 2 Facebook developers account with the page and application. And to end it, the first interaction of the bot, we should receive message and send message function. We'll configure it with the code after. So to begin with, we're going to install the framework. Like every Python libraries, we can install it with pip. So I already have the Ampalibe, so we just say okay, they're already satisfied. And for those who want to know how to install it, you can see with the documentation preview. So we just here pip install Ampalibe. So after that, we're going to install Lgrc. So to install Lgrc, just go to the website. Here the link, I will let it in the video description. So you should choose the system where you will install it. For me, I use Linux, so I have to choose one of those. So you just copy the command and you enter it in your terminal. But me, I already have Lgrc, so I don't have to install it. Okay, so after that, my Ampalibe is installed. So let's create a folder here. Okay, there my bot, just bot. Okay, let's enter the folder. Now if you follow the documentation, so to create a new project, you have to use Ampalibe create. So let's test it. Ampalibe create. You give the name to your project. Okay, so it's creating the project, the env file, the config file, the core, and so on. So here is the tips. So firstly, you should fill in the .env file. After that, you enter your bot and you just have to type Ampalibe run. So let's open our project. So it's here. Okay, here we are. So now let's see the file structure. So when you create the project, it will create some file. Here we have the .env, the temp. You have all environment variable in this. We'll see those later how to complete this. There is the configuration file where all the configuration and the environment will be ready. After that, the course file. So we'll work the most of our time in this file. After that, there is assets. Like every project, you'll put in this old file needed for the project, like image, video, and so on. Now, like we say here, let's see how to configure your Facebook developer account to be able to interact with the Facebook account. So just go in the developer Facebook's page. Okay, here we are. So you should connect to your account. You have just to use your Facebook account. Okay, so here we are. You have to go to your application page. Okay, here we are. You have all the application you have created, but for this Facebook but we'll create a new application. So here you have all type of application you can choose, but we'll choose enterprise. Next, you'll give a name to it. For example, my bot. You enter your email address and you create the application. You have to enter your passwords. Oh, it's false. Okay, don't worry if you see this message. I don't know why, but it's an error that comes from Facebook. But if you refresh the page, okay, here you have your application. This is the MyBot application. So you enter it. And here you have your application. After that, we should install Messenger application. Okay, so you should be able to see this menu in the left. So after that, you should add your page in this. So if you haven't created your page, you can go here to create a new page, but me already created the page, so I just have to choose it. So I have a list of all pages I created with my Facebook account here, but I will choose rootkit or my bot, yes, my bot. Next. Okay, after that we'll generate a token. So when the token is generated, we'll use it in the data file because we need this here. You have just to copy it here. After that, you will create a verified token. You can put all sentence or word you want here, just something alternative, just as you want. So this is my token, for example. Let's copy it. Let's bring it to the page, and here you just have to add a webhook URL. You enter the token here. After that we need the link of our server Ampalibe. So for that, let's open the terminal. Okay, so here we're going to open Lgrc. But before that, we'll launch our Ampalibe server. So for that, Ampalibe run. Okay, the M is loaded, the Ampalibe running. So no, it's open in this part. So let's just specify the part here. So wait for the link to be generated, and now we have just to get this link. And to copy it here. Let's verify. It say it's impossible to connect to it. And it's okay. So if you see here, you get the request with the token sent by Facebook. And now we just have to add all the subscription. So you have just to choose 2. There are many other subscription here, but we just need those 2. Okay, it's here. the message and the message postbacks, because those are subscription of webhook that we need to receive and to send a message. Okay, now we have to see our course. After those configuration, we'll have now to see the main function. So like it's described here, in this main function you receive all the message sent from your Facebook page. The sender ID parameters is the ID of the user that sent the message to your page. The CMD strings is the variables that will contain the message sent by the users, and there is extended for others data like the sending time or other thing. So let's test it now. Let's command it to get started. So here just say print hello world. Let's reload the server. So here is the bar rootkit. Oh no, my bot. So if I say hello here, it will print the hello world here, because the main function received the message and it just print hello world. Now let's see what those parameters contains. So let's print the sender ID, the CMD, and extended other parameters. Let's reload the server again. Let's say hi bot. So like you see here, we have the sender's ID, my ID, the message hi bot, and other parameters sent with him. There is the sender ID like before, the timestamp of the ID message, and any other thing. But what interests us now is just how to reply to this message. So to reply it, you have to start with this. So we'll instance the Ampalibe init here. So it's already like this to get started. We have the bot initializations here. So we'll use this bot class to instance the chat, and the chat will send the message here. So this send a message will take two parameters, the destination ID and the message to send. So the destinataire is the sender ID, the person who sent us the message, and after that the message to say to him, for example, hello guys. Let's reload the server again. So now when we test, let's say in Japanese, konnichiwa, Twin on server, hello guys. Okay, it's good. So no, it worked. Now let's test something more interesting, like we'll analyze the message sent it. For example, if there is hello in the CMD, we'll reply hello stranger. Else if it's a who are you, let's replay I'm really fine. And if it sends anything else, let's just say I can't do anything for you. There is an error here, I think. Why? Like this. Okay, it's okay now. We have just to restart our server. Now let's test. Hello again. It responds hello stranger according to our code. So let's ask him how are you. My bad. Good. So let's ask him any other thing. So it can't do anything else for us. I made an error here, but it doesn't matter. So that's all about this, how to create your first messenger bot, but we'll see in the next video how to make many other things. For those who can't wait for the next video, you can consult documentation just right here. You can see all type of API here. For example, the send message that we used is here. You have here the documentation on just how to send a message, but there are many other things like to send file, to send the media, to send button, or many other things. So thank you to have followed this video till the end, and don't forget to subscribe and to like this video. Goodbye guys.